Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, then please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any of my new videos. And also don't forget to hit the little notification bell, that way you get notified when I post new videos. And today I am going to be showing you how to make this cute rustic farmhouse tray. You can use it as a tray, laying flat on your table. You can put like your candle, like a candle, and maybe like a, you know, when you have it on your table, you can put some stuff on it, or you can just go ahead and sit it up like it is a sign. And then you'll have the cute little added touches of the handles. So I love how it turned out. So if you want to see how I made this, then continue watching. Okay, so to make this serving tray, I do have a stencil that I've already cut out with my silhouette cutter. And this material is Oramask 813. But you can use regular contact paper from the Dollar Tree, and you can use that as a stencil. And I'm also going to be using Dollar Tree. This is also the contact paper. This is just the clear shelf liner. And I do have my board that I'm going to be making it out of, and this is a 1 by 12. I have actually cut it down to 16 inches. And the width is going to be 11.25. And I've already stained it. I used Minwax Dark Walnut. If you want to see how I stained this, then just leave a comment down below, and then I can make a separate video on how I stained my wood. I'm also going to be using some Rust-Oleum Ultra Cover Flat White Primer. And for the little handles, I got these from Home Depot. I just think that these are cute, and these go along with like the farmhouse look that I'm going for. Also, I'm using a sewing de-threader. I guess that's what this thing is called, but I'm going to use this as my weeding tool. Also, you can use any stencil that you want. Mine says Home Sweet Home, and I do know that they do sell some stencils like at Hobby Lobby and Michael's or your regular craft store. I'm pretty sure you can find some stencils if you don't have a silhouette cutter. So I'm going to start off by reverse weeding my stencil here. So what that means is I'm going to actually take out my letters and my laurels. Oh, also, and you'll probably want a little squeegee. You can use a credit card. So I've cut out some clear transparent shelf liner. This is the one I got from the dollar store. You can use regular transfer paper, but I found that this is actually cheaper. And I did cut it out to the size of my stencil here. You can make it just a bit longer, or it overlaps it, whichever you feel more comfortable with doing. And now I'm going to put it down on top of my stencil. I'm not going to go ahead and just rip the backing off of it. I am going to do a little bit at a time, because you want it to go on nice and straight. Actually, I'm going to bend this over. No, I'm going to bend this paper over just a little bit there. I'm going to go ahead and start putting it on top of my stencil. And now this is where I find the credit card or the little squeegee comes in handy. I do just a little bit at a time because I don't like wrinkles in mine. And once you put it down, you can't lift it back up, or it's going to rip your stencil. Just slow and steady. This is not a marathon. So now I'm going to remove my stencil from the backing paper. And if some of your stencil paper is not, see how this is still onto the backing and not onto your transfer paper, just go ahead and run that squeegee back over it. this is the most difficult part here, just making sure that your letters are sticking onto your transfer paper. And see how this one's still not? So I'm just going to give that one a little help. And be careful that this backing of your transfer paper is not going to touch over here. So what I'm going to do is, while I'm doing this, I'm just going to place this here so it does not get stuck, and that will ruin my stencil. I am going to take this little E and stick it on. Okay. So now that I have my stencil and the transfer paper pulled off the backing, I'm going to take my board and I'm going to lay my stencil down on top of my board here. I'm going to make sure that it's going on even. Okay, so once the stencil is down, you'll go ahead with your squeegee and squeegee on the stencil. And then you will pull off your transfer paper. Don't pull it straight up. You're going to want to just kind of pull it this way. And make sure that your stencil is staying down on top of the wood. If not, then you'll go back over with your squeegee. Now I'm just going to run my fingers over and make sure that my stencil is adhered to my wood good. If your stencil ripped anywhere, like mine did just a little bit here, I'm going to go ahead and put some masking tape down over that. If you have painter's tape, that will work too. So also what I'm going to do with my masking tape is I'm going to go around my edges just to make sure that I do not have any wood showing, because I do not want paint to get on my actual sign. I only want the paint to get where I have my stencil opening here. So now's the painting part. I am going to be using spray paint, and I am going to do this outside, and I am going to wear my mask. You can use chalk paint, you can use acrylic paint, you can use latex paint. Okay, so I am happy with just the 2 coats, and I'm going to let this dry for a few minutes. And then after it dries, I'm going to peel off my stencil. So once the spray paint has dried, that is when you peel off your stencil. And hopefully there's no bleeding. I do feel like I got it a little bit heavy in this area, so I hope that my stencil was intact there. Okay, and to get out the little pieces, I'm just going to take my little weeding tool and get those out of there. There is my tray so far. Okay, so now it's time to put the hardware on. So I want my hole to be about 1 inch in from the side, and I want it to be in the middle. So I'm going to need this to be 3 7/8 on both sides. I am just going to mark it just in case it moves. So that is the finished serving tray. How cute is that? You can put it on your table, maybe put a plant on it and a candle on it, or you can just store it upright like a photo, and the cute little handles that would add a little rustic farmhouse touch to it. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. If you have any more ideas that you would like for me to do, then go ahead and leave a comment down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Bye.